All right then. Welcome everybody to the stream for this evening. I'm excited for tonight because, well, this time last week we were excited for the crafting update and it didn't come. But as of today, the Crafting Guild stuff is out and I really want to have a little peek at all that. So that is the plan for today. I want to go get my camera working. Thank you very much. I want to go and try out some thingies. One thing, however, is Tarvelard, my beautiful Tarvelard. I don't think is in a crafting guild. I'm gonna check that because actually I might be lying. Right? Because I think he might be a cook guild person. I could be wrong. So there is a new crafting guild and new upgradable gear. So I only briefly read it on the walk home because I was just scrolling on my phone, trying to read it while also trying to not get run over. But the idea is that we can join a guild. There are daily quests related to the guild, and if you do 5 dailies, you get a new component. It's called a luck stone that you can then use to upgrade some crafted gear. So we can make some gear, and it's basic 141 gear, I think is the understanding. And then we can use that we can upgrade that gear with these luck settings to higher and higher rarities and stats. That is at least the theory behind it. Whether or not that is actually truthfully how it goes, we're going to go find out. It should be in... I've got it on the other page. It should be in... in Umbar. So, I'm just going to wait for the game to sort of fully load up, and then we're going to have a look. I mean, one thing I can do is just use item treasury, right? If we want to have a little sneaky look... we can actually scan the database for new gear, and in theory, again, in theory, it should work. I am gonna just take that to be a 7 and just scan everything for a little bit, and then hopefully, it'll just have everything we need crafting wise. It might have already been there from the previous update, just not available to use, but let's just scan everything. Umbari, no, that's not it. I mean, I know it's supposed to be uncommon. Yeah, what's this? Base Umbari Master Crafted Helmet Guild Recipe. So that is heavy armor, and the idea is it starts off with vitality, a primary essence and a basic essence, and then the idea is I think you upgrade it and you get more essence slots potentially or other stuff. I wonder how it will actually fully show. It had that luck stone thing there a second ago. Okay, so it was already there, so we could have empowered Umbari Master. Like, these are recipe boxes. That looks like this is what I expected with like these pocket items. Is it's just going to be, right now we had a primary, vital, and a basic, and then I expected it, and it looks like that's the case where we're going to be upgrading, adding like more basic stats to it, and that's just going to be more physical mastery, more technically more vitality, stuff like that. It looks like these are... Oh, you only have to be apprentice tailor as well. Interesting. So Tarvelard is an apprentice tailor, but obviously cook is something I need to work on. Anyway, now that the game's decided to load properly, let's gonna go to Umbar and have a look. So reaching Umbar Guildmaster in the crafting unlocks access to new daily and weekly quests available from Umbar Guild leaders in Darhadim. I mean, I'm gonna hope. Maybe. I mean, it's layered. That's interesting that you've got layers in Umbar. I haven't seen that for the time we've been here. Okay, let's filter everything out. Let's go crafting only. This... could be it. Actually, a really good point. Of like, I don't actually know. I am journeyman of the guild. Okay. Well, what I'll do real quick, I clearly need to work on my cook guild stuff because I need to be higher reputation with the guild. However, I do have a couple of maxed guild people. I think my tailor and my scholar for sure. My scholar 100% is done. So that's one we need to look at. So we're like, oh, 100 virtue experience and marks, which I don't really care for. The drowned prince. I mean, Swain's guild hall. See, the thing is, I vaguely knew where the guild halls were last time, and I don't. Apparently, it's down here. That one there. So let's make our way to this stable master, and then let's go to East Umbar, and then let's have a little look. One of the good things is my travel skill thing, I think, takes me over to this market area here, which puts us incredibly close to that, which means, you know, I don't have to worry as much, too much about getting characters here, because again, with that travel item at my house, I can get any character to Umbar, even if they're, you know, level 1 in theory. Yep, just checking. Totally wasn't checking my northeast and west and south and all that. Don't know what you're on about. 100% not what's happening. Okay. Oh, I'm expecting there's a lot of people around here. Plus, Umbar is not exactly the most frame-friendly place currently. So it should be here. I gotta loop around. Not get attacked by enemies. Oh! Okay, so this might be a problem because there are enemies around here. So I'm a bit concerned about my low-level characters being able to get into the guild hall, because they are spawning around here. And if I get one shot, I'm probably not gonna be a happy bunny. But right here, I wonder if you have to be at a cook's guild. Sorry, at a actual, like, here though. Can I go to any other guild? Is, I guess, my my question. Umbar legendary recipes for metalsmith, weaponsmith. Let's have a look. Is there a cook one? Presumably so. Woodworker. Anything up here? Nope. Just stairs I cannot climb. Yeah, I'm gonna be a little bit concerned about.
Umbar is a free city at last.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a little concerned about the idea of oh, so I can trade in crafting items for rep. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna be a little concerned about getting some characters here. That's my only thing. So this, what is this? A majestic tool made of luckstone requires by cooks to make wondrous crafts using luckstones. And I have to trade those in with Umbar crafting guild marks. So am I going to have to get my guild stuff up to higher levels? I might have to. Umbar improved recipes.
Good day to you, traveler.
Are they all tier 14? Sunstone shard recipe. So is this one... Okay, so there's no tier 15, which is, I think, what we're on. Ah, this is what I was looking for. It's a cup of tea. Oh, 15% item. Oh, I think we already knew about these, right? These are already things. I like the idea of these. They have a 3-day cooldown, which sucks, but the idea of having a 30% should technically be a reward track increase is quite interesting to me. If the cooldown was less, I'd be maybe more interested. Like, if they were just harder to make but had a higher crafting sort of requirement, then I don't think I'd mind. Right, there are vault keepers here. That's also good to know. So, I think because I'm not maxed out with the guild, I'm going to struggle there. The annoying thing is one of my characters that is like ready for this is probably one of my weakest characters. He is level 46 or something along those lines, and he is literally using the same armor that 46, and he is literally using the same exact armor as the intro, because I have purely leveled him up via crafting. I am tempted to get him to level 50 and then at least get Osgiliath armor on him, but still. Umbar crafters can now craft an ember-worthy craft for the quest. Crafts with embers using Umbari ingredients. Oh yeah, I'm here. I was trying to be clever, and see, I have these Umbar artifact things, right? Although I don't have the VIP thing on, it takes forever to actually pick up these items. I was like, oh, I wonder if I can actually pick those up. But I actually have a load of these left over by accident. I have 200,000 guild rep. And do I only need 10,000? I mean, I only needed 10,000. Well, I had 50,000, so I'm now kindred or whatever with not kindred. I'm like whatever maxed with the Umbar Guild. I don't even know what scholar can make me. But yeah, this character is super scuffed, has barely any gear. Literally, it's just the leveling items and then this stuff, and that is it. So yeah, plan is eventually to get him to level 50, at least like maybe do casual completionist sort of thing. Not really like fully completionist, just like go back, do deeds, like get him leveled up a little bit. Well, not leveled up, but get his virtues done a little bit. Oh. Yeah. Ooh. Can't have that going off. Why is that open? Whatever that was. Let me turn things off. It shouldn't be in the background. Right, okay. So yeah, in theory, this will actually, first off, there is a Cook's Guild in I don't know though. Right, I have a Cook's Guild in I'm gonna go to the Cook's Guild in the Shire first, because there might be. Give me 1 minute. Right, I'm back. I had to sort out a phone call that I thought could wait, but apparently not. Except it totally could have. Right, I need to go to the Shire. But yeah, it's interesting the amount of red sea stones. It doesn't, it says luck stone, so that seems to be, with the luck stones, it seems to be an idea of I thought it'd be a load of red sea stones. So that's why I have like 100 sea stones, is because I was like, oh, I'm gonna get use of all these. But apparently not. Well, not necessarily apparently not. Oh wow, it says a lot that I haven't got that yet. Where is the I can't remember where it is. Ah, it's over here, that's why. It's been so long since I've bothered doing cook. Do you know I'm really dumb? I've just realized the Scholars Guild is in Rivendell, not
How do you do?
That's a little silly, wasn't it? Sure. Yeah, it's in Rivendell. I was thinking Cook's Guild for Tarvelard, but no. That's fine. With Tarvela, though, if I can get a rep like that by doing the goat shanks, I think that'll be really interesting. I will maybe just run around killing a load of goats. And assuming that there's no limit in terms of crafting that, I will most likely just craft up a bunch of them and get myself a bunch of rep up to, you know, the point I need. And at some point, you can actually get the 50,000... rep items, so that's another thing that I can use to my advantage. But yeah, I'm just curious to see if there is a way of getting the guild without being, because yeah, the issue I have is the enemies that are around it. Like if you have a lower level character, I don't want to level up this character to 150 just so I can go to the guild.
Why do you disturb?
I probably should, let's be honest, but I don't want to. But while we're going there, I guess I can still have a look on item treasury, and maybe if I look up the word recipe. Because I should be... Ooh. Scholar-wise, I should be up to Umbar. Yeah, I just have to finish the crit stuff, but that's not something that should be problematic. Sort by item ID. Umbari infused... Vitality infused Umbari Mastercrafted Helmet. So there's no vital essence. You need to go to Umbar, so I have to go to Umbar. Well, I don't want to go to Umbar. I now have hiccups for some reason. Oh yeah, no, I've done that bit because I had like spare 50k ones left over. But if I have to go to Umbar, I'm a bit concerned. Especially since I used my my thing already. Because that's why I haven't got them on Tarvelard yet, because I need to go get... He's only like journeyman of the Cook's Guild or something. Because I think if I remember correctly, Tarvelard or Enisfiel on Arkenstone are maxed with the Cook's Guild. And that's probably what I'm messing up in my head, is that little tidbit there. But it's fine. But the dailies, daily stuff, is it scaling or is it crafting related? Or I guess my question is more, is it doable on a lower level character? Because I feel like there are probably people like me that have just crafting alts. It's just crafting. Okay, that's good to know.
How can I be of service?
I'll go South Bree, and then I'll go to my house, and then I guess I will make my way to Umbar. But from the looks of it, briefly, like, if I am going to have my helmet be, you know, if that helmet, for example, is a scholar item, which it is, and this pocket item is a jewelry item or whatever, like, if that is the case, I mean, at least they're bound to account for the minute, so I can craft some stuff in and whatever. But my point being, I'm probably going to have to, like, do a bit more. At least it's just guild. Like, guild stuff I can deal with, because it's not as resource intensive technically. Obviously, the higher tier you get, the higher stuff you can craft to get the material, like higher materials you can get to use to craft it, like rep things. But if there's a way to trade in for rep now, technically it's not as big a deal, I don't think. I'm curious what the item for Scholar would be. Like, what item from here? Oh, are you kidding me? Yeah, I'm curious what item for Scholar it is that gives you whatever. I still was really, really tempted to restart this character, but the fact that I am maxed out Scholar, it made me think to myself, like, I am much better off just, again, getting this character to 50, getting myself some gear, and then just, like, going back to old content and getting a few virtues. Like, I'm better off doing that than I am restarting and having to deal with the, the cooldowns and stuff on here and getting all the materials again and blah, 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 blah. These new recipes include traditional one-shot rare gear recipe. A new type of recipe designed to allow consumables and specific sort of gear to be upgraded as you advance with the guild. What does it mean by one-shot rare? I might know what it means by that. Right, is there a properly safe way to get into the guild? I feel like I'm a bit concerned about that more than anything. I should probably go the right way. Don't do that to me. That scares me. So I'm worried about just getting completely and utterly one shot. I mean, this is a Wayfarer's Guild. It's not that one. It's this one, right? Or is it just kind of... hope you're lucky. Is this a secret way in? No, that's just cruel. No. God damn it. Right, I'm gonna revive. That is really cruel that that window, like that door. I like knew it would do it, but I was hoping reviving there would help. So now I've just got the revive debuff, but with like no benefits to it. That's just cruel. There better be some kind of like travel skill eventually, because I'm not happy with the idea of having to go there on the daily. That is just not what I'm looking forward to. I'm gonna waste all my money trying to get to my house constantly. Well, it's a good way for me to discover all these places.
How can I be of service?
Except not really. Literally, the first half of this stream is going to be, can I even make it to the guild? Well, the thing is, I want to go and level this character, but what I do a lot of the time is I sometimes find it easier to do it the way I've been doing with other characters, where I like level cap and then do stuff, and then level cap and do stuff, and level cap and do stuff, because it's like, you know, ticking stuff off the list kind of, if that makes sense. So I'm a little concerned about the idea of going there back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I think there should be at least a milestone skill there or something. I think they knew this would happen. Like, the fact they put it there, of all places, like the one place with like just aggro, you know, enemies around it consistently, when there's another guild right next to it. Because Kestor's my tailor,
What do I do
and I was
for
like,
you?
oh, I could do that with Kestor. Like, that would make sense. He's whatever. Because then I can start making, I don't know. What's a tailor item? I don't know. This one. I mean, that okay. It's weird to have a tailor item be a heavy piece of armor. Alright, second try. I feel like it's better for me to just do that. I'm gonna favorite Dunstow so I can at least get there back and forth. It's cruel. So I'm assuming from what I'm reading, right? It says a new weekly reward has been introduced. Completing any guild daily quest 5 times will reward you with virtue experience, guild tokens, luck stone settings, and a picker box of relevant rewards. So I'm gonna guess that you can't really make anything massively amazing today, and it is gonna be you have to wait a couple days, get your 5 days done. Sort of thing, unless they're mithril coins, which I'm sure people are mithril coining up through it. Dangerous revive. You were revived in an area which is too dangerous for you. You've been teleported to your current home location. Yeah, I get that. I get you're saying that to me, but at the same time, you didn't say that to me when you actually revived. Why tell me that now when I've returned? Right, you're 150. Please, do me oh, wait, no. If you're 150, you might just run past the enemies. No. Can I just be sneaky and, like... This is all I can hope for. Is just... Oh, and they've been extra cruel. Maybe I can get it. Maybe I can, as long as I can get in the door. I made it. I'm never leaving this location ever now. Purely leveling up through skirmishes. Forever. Right, now I have to find the, I have to find the scholar stuff. Scholar Guild. That looks like there's a lot of people with the Scholar Guild. Drafts for all. So you get a Red Sea Stone. That's interesting. Guild marks, and you get a crafting selection box. Execute the recipe for a crate of potions. Now, what is the recipe? I assume I get it from you?
Fair winds to you.
Or do I get it from you? Barter items. So if I craft the Umbari Athelas essence, I can get rep. It's interesting. That's not what I want though. So, creative. I haven't got the money. No. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. There is a guild, not guild. There's a vault here, which means 2 things. 1, I can sell stuff, but second, oh, actually, I can just sell my Gundabad stuff. I didn't realize I had a load of Gundabad Athelas essence. Okay, I have one gold. It's fine. This better not be like a single-use recipe. That'd be upsetting.
Umbar is a free city at last.
That's interesting, though. Create a food. Like, is that just the recipe for it? And then there's a cooldown of 18 hours. So it's a daily. You can only do it once a day. I'm also curious to see what the actual create of potions is. So 2 Umbari Calibrant essence and 2 Umbari Athelas essence and some milk thistle drafts. Do I have the materials for this? Potions. I mean, I have the where's the provisioner? I assume there's a provisioner somewhere, right? I can't remember if Scarshoe is I saw a provisioner with the guild this person here. I assume Scarshoe is Scarshoe is my jeweler. I'm just trying to work out if he is capped. He's not on 150, obviously, but I don't know if he's at the max level with those guys. So create a potion. Oh, you're a provisioner, not a supplier. Is there a supplier in here? I feel like there should be. There you are. Perfect. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in theory, I need 6 of those. Riddermark. The funny thing, I'm pretty sure I had a bunch of Riddermark glass vials, and I sold them because I was like, I don't need these anymore. I'm sick of having these extra items in my inventory. It's that, or they're in my carryall, which I don't have access to, except I do have access to it. What am I on about? Okay. Well, let me just get them first, and then more about carryalls later. 3, 4, 5, 6. One thing I noticed as well is they've obviously minus the guild stuff, is that they've actually removed delvings from a couple of the delving things, which I kind of find funny because it was the terrible crab one that they were like, nah, you know what? Let's not do that. So I have all these carryalls, and in one of these is a load of a load of jeweler items. I've got to find which one it is. Not you. Not you either. You. It was you. 5th time's the charm. But yeah, I should have, 158 of those Riddermark things in there. So that's good. So I need... Oh, I can, in theory, crit it. So I should... I also just realized I don't have my VIP thing. And that is not something I particularly would like to go try and obtain. So we might be here a while. There are many things today that I did not plan out clearly. I'm hoping with the Umbari wax, I can crit the Athelas essence and stuff, because that would be nice. But I guess maybe I should just not bother with that. Okay, what is this though? So Red Sea Stone and that. So I can make those. Obviously, I don't have enough of the tattered Umbari parchment at the moment, but I can make those relatively easy because again, I do have 100 101 by the end of this. Red Sea Stones. So if I can do a daily on like multiple characters to get a Sea Stone. Oh, look at that. I critted the thing to crit. That's perfect. So hopefully I cut my time in half. But if I can get my cook up, get Scholar, who's already here obviously, but ideally I'd like to like level up at least a little bit. I'm still gonna get one shot even if I'm at level 50 with like good gear, but I might be able to do something at least. But yeah, Skarshu as well. Akar is metalsmith. Tareen is weaponsmith. Erinma technically can come here. The only thing that's putting me off is the lack of that VIP thing. I think Wenda Cranedale, or whatever the character is called, should be here. Well, that's just cruel. Just gonna be here a while. Oh, Crane's Bill. Though I guess with the town services, it's only once every 14 days. So it's not the end of the world. It could be worse. Watch me crit this one. Oh, okay. Don't watch me crit this one. I'm just curious how many, like, non-150s are here. You know? I feel like most people are probably 150 that are here. 150, 150. Am I the only non-150 here right now? Getting here real easily, whereas I had to fight. Well, not fight, I had to let someone else fight for me, but, you know. Okay, please crit, please crit, please crit. You make my life so much easier. Damn it. It's fine, we're slowly getting there. I mean, this one shouldn't be too bad, right? Because with the Umbari Athelas essence, I've got a decent amount of those just from generally playing with, like, Tarvelad and stuff. So that's actually not too bad. I don't know about Calibrant essences. Milk Thistle ones, I'm not likely to have. I wonder... I feel like they won't. But can't you buy the Milk Thistle, like, drafts? Or is it only crafted? I don't know. Right, and then I'll hope to crit the third one, maybe. Yeah, it's a 60% chance, so I should ideally get it, but we'll see. What is probably worth doing anyway is bulk doing these. So the Athelas Essence, try and get, like, I don't know, 50 of everything. And that way that's 25 days of dailies ready to go. Like, I can just craft it, like, immediately. And then I don't have to really worry about the other parts of it. But, oh, actually, while I'm doing this, one thing I can do is, so I have Alt Holic on here, is I should be able to go on Skarshu and have a look at Jeweler's Guild. Requirements not met. Oh, it's because I critted it, but I didn't get the, I didn't have the thing. So I'm not capped with Jeweler's Guild, but I'm not massively far off. I could probably do something about it, but we'll worry about that a little bit later. But one thing I'll do is I'll do this obviously, and then we'll give this in, and then we can have a look at what's in here. Select a random recipe scroll for a specific profession. So that's a thought. It depends on. Okay, so select a random recipe scroll from a selected specific position. So can I be like, I want a tailor recipe, and it gives me a random tailor recipe? That's what I'm guessing from, like, my brief reading of that. It'll be interesting to see, because if I need a specific recipe for tailor, then I can go for tailor and be like, right, this is my tailor recipe. I don't know what I'm going to go for. Okay. Finally. That was probably the longest crafting quest I've ever done. Right, there we are. So I got Scholars Guild 500 points. Oh, so I'm now... So they're different. So I have to be an Umbari Guild member to get the Umbar Scholar Guild rep here. I thought because I was capped, I might be alright. But apparently not. The durable base, durable crucible, fascinating tool, made of luckstone required. Made of luckstone requires scholars to make wonderful crafts using the luckstones. Durable luckstone infused drafts. A potent lux infused draft. Drinking it elates the drinker and makes it more receptive to morale restoration. Interesting. Enduring base. Enduring crucible. So durable, I assume, is like base tier, like 141 type stuff, and then this is going to be like 150, maybe. Fortifying base, fortifying crucible. And then this weekly is here. That gives us 2 luckstones, 50 Umbar Craft Guild marks, and then some rep as well. And another one of those. So we should get 6 per set of that. And I wonder when that resets, if that's going to be like a Thursday reset or what. Probably. And 2,000 virtual experience. So this is going to be a good way of building up a character in theory, doing that. But I did get a red sea stone. That's nice. And then I can choose... Oh... Interesting. Huh. Are there new... How does this work? I guess is my question. So, you don't have any recipes now. And you don't have any alchemy kit? No. So is it from the scroll cases? So like, if I go Taylor... No?
Good day to you,
I'm not quite sure I 100% understand how to get these new recipes. Like, there are 3 NPCs in here. I can browse your store and I can get that. And I can barter here.
Good day to you, traveler.
No. I've got the recipe for the quest. I'm just trying to work out how to get the... Or is that the... Is that the... I guess that's the scholar recipe then. So it's not like if I go to, I don't know, jeweler, which I think is in here. Or Taylor. Taylor's probably even better choice.
May the seas be calm and the winds fair.
Does that mean you...
It's a free city.
Okay, so this is where like the armor is and stuff then. Okay, that makes sense. Like I understand why that makes sense. That's really interesting that you have to craft 3 of the 141 item to get Taylor recipe stuff. Is that... That's just Taylor's guild, not Umbar guild. And then, yeah, Initiate. So we have actually... I think it's just because I chose probably the worst one to look at. But, yeah, then I can... That's the base one. And then I think the idea is I upgrade it into that. And then I upgrade it in... Oh, that's the base, like, light one. Upgrade it into that. I think that's how that works. And then we can upgrade that again. You know, depending on different ways. I don't know really what the difference is between these two. Oh, I can't really see, but... 513, 513. They look... Skills, Master Crafted Helmet. Skill... Yeah, they're literally the same. And then if I go Journeyman... That looks like a overall pretty good item. And I think it would be good to go get that. And I guess the awkwardness is you have to be obviously the correct rep to get it, right? That makes sense. But then I can't buy that item for like... I can't buy that item with my materials or my tokens for like my Taylor, for example. So I guess really what I need to do then is try and get as many characters as I can over to this area. One thing that's probably a good idea as well, because it's like a 5-minute cooldown on him, is getting Feyrand here. I have not got Feyrand going through on the Tailor's Guild fully yet. I haven't done that 100%, but I think it makes sense for Feyrand to start building up to that point a little bit more. I don't think he's capped on that. Now Kestor, I think, is Max Taylor. So that's one I definitely want to start building up on. And maybe it'll give me an excuse to level up some of these characters. Okay, let's get some free experience. Why not? And first things first, I'm not going to make the mistake I made a minute ago, and I'm going to get myself a VIP thingy.
Hello, friend. Could you help me?
I know
with
it won't be
something?
much, but I'm
What can I
hoping
do for
that
you?
having like 19,000 morale versus having 600 morale is enough of a difference where I won't completely and utterly get destroyed. Also, why am I on a Moria quest? I'm not on a Moria quest. I am on Black Book of Mordor quest, and it's taking me to Moria, I think. Oh, different layers. Yeah, 21st Hall, Elrond's Gift. Haven't played this character for a little bit. I definitely need to catch up. I think the only thing that I get a bit meh with Runekeeper, at least doing Redline Runekeeper, is it is a little bit slower and more sort of methodical, just because it's induction based rather than just straight up, I'm going to kill them. Now, my concern is that is a really far aggro range. Like, I don't know if you just saw how far I got aggroed from, but that is ridiculous. My question is, if I Warsteed, can I get through? Oh, someone's got the Galadriel's light thing. But the problem is, Warsteeds rely on luck. Like, if I sacrifice... I mean, even if I sacrifice... Oh, this was a dumb idea, but it worked. I'll take it. Now, this is going to be annoying because this is a character that I'm actually trying to actively level up. Maybe not as much recently, but I definitely need to. So being sort of having to make my way back here on occasion is going to be a bit of a pain. But I'm hoping that I can get this done. So, oh, I need the rep for it, don't I? Right.
Good day to you.
I can craft those technically.
May the seas be calm.
And I have
the
those.
winds fair.
Oh, I like this little display. Taylor, Umbar, not Umbar, Gundabad. These guys don't have the recipes I want, though. That's the problem. Am I even maxed rep? Honored Master, yeah. So I need 10,000. Now, I can't barter with this guy the way I kind of want to, right? It doesn't... I'd have to go to an actual
Umbar is a free
guild if I wanted
city
to
at last.
maybe do what I want to do. But Taylor's Guild... That's not what I wanted, but... How much do you give me? 900? 2,700. I could probably get away with this. If I've got a supplier down here, I probably have enough items to get away with what I need to get away with here. So, hey, how we a doing? So I need Aeolingus hides, which is fine. So Westamnet, and then we go there. So I already have a thing for brushed Aeolingus. That's fine. So what else do I need? I need 4 glazed, but I need 3 finished. So finished needs 2 glazed and a thingy. Okay, this is interesting. I might just bulk buy a couple things, or I might just do this very, very slowly. So, okay, I need 3 of those, so that's 6 of those plus 3. So I need 9 of those, but I've already got 7. 7. So I do need 9 of those. I think. No, 10. I don't know how this works. You may be happy to know I do. There are a few people that I'd see, and I'm like, oh, hey again. Wait, is it going to make me do this even if I've got the VIP thing? Oh my god, that's actually ridiculous. I think it's because I'm in a low-level area. That's crazy. Oh no. I thought this was just if I harvested. Okay. I feel like that should be a thing that doesn't happen. That's annoying. Technically, the best thing for me to do is go back to my house. In fact, I might do that. So you do. I have the VIP thing, right? But because I'm in a red area, because I'm 106 and I'm in a 150 zone, I think it adds like a crafting debuff style thing. Because if I come over here and I just go to my workbench that's over this direction, then I should be good. Because again, I'm after just the rep at the minute, so I don't really care what I'm after in terms of that. So I need 7 of those. And then, yeah, I get that super speedy speed. So that's what I was saying earlier about, like, really what I need to do is bulk buy or bulk create. I need another glazed one. Yeah, I need to, like, bulk buy / create like the items for the dailies is what I'm trying to get at.
I haven't slept in days.
I need a lump of Riddermark thingy, because I apparently missed one. I'm glad I at least have these higher tier. Oh no. Is it glazed? It is glazed. Yeah. And then one of you. And then one of you. And then how much rep do I need? So I still need 1,000. I can do 1,000 pretty easily. I just have to go to Eastamnet, and I'm sure I have just, yeah, randomly enough for 2,400. Though I don't really want to waste it. So I'm probably going to do one of you. And then if I go to, like, a very basic Tailor Guild item, I'm sure I can get, like, a 200 out of it. 1,200. Even that's, like, super over the top. 900. I didn't realize. I don't know if they've changed these to be, like, better. I don't really know my housing. One thing I want to do, and I've been meaning to do for ages, get into
Dark
better
stars,
doing my housing.
dark
My house is just a hodgepodge of everything. Honestly, a lot of it's just what I got from a, you know, loot box and stuff. I would say the mysterious door is one of my favorite items, though. Yeah, nothing in here. There's not really much, like, coordination. Actually, no, Fireplace of the Dragon's Horde is probably one of my favorites. Because I think if you use it, isn't it? Yeah. it does that. I think it's pretty cool. I can't remember where you get that from now. I think it's from a festival. Okay, so I am now a Umbar Guild member. So now we can try and go to the Umbar Guild. Now, my concern with the Umbar Guild is two things. One, are we going to have to craft a load of, like, super... We are going to have to, but, like... So we had to do potions, and my guess is I'm looking at probably having to do, like, this helmet. Because this is... We had to craft 3 of this helmet in order to get the rep items. So I'm curious on how many, like, what items and how many of them we have to craft in order to get the rep, oh, not the rep, the daily completed. Once we know the item, it should be really easy just to, like, smash them out. But honestly, what it's probably worth doing is, so Kestor here obviously is wonderful and has all his guild stuff going on. But Feyrand as well, I basically, at least with Taylor, can double down at least for a little bit. And, yeah, I can hopefully double down with it and get the Taylor recipes a little bit quicker, is kind of what I'm getting at. Oh. I can't turn. There we are. You can tell the game is really not used to having this many people in one spot at the same time. Oh, I've got really bad hiccups now. Yeah, I told you. Okay. You are... Oh, it's... that makes sense. So threading the needles. I obviously execute the woven armor, which makes sense. Red Sea Stone, crafting guild marks, blah, 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 blah. And then browse, and we'll buy that recipe. At least the recipe is quick to read. And then, what do we got? So, crate of woven armor. So, I need deftly stitched leggings and deftly stitched robe. So, let's just bring those up so I know what I'm after. And I should be able to craft those pretty easily. They're light armor. So, leggings. Now, I wonder what happens if you crit these. Because it's looking for... like 505 or 503, but if I get 505 armor, like, does it count? Is that a thing? Not something we have to worry about for the minute. Okay, so at least with those items, for whatever reason, that was a lot quicker than with Taylor. Or with Scholar. Either way. Anyway, once again, we get this lovely item, which doesn't really do much. I think I'm just gonna do that again. And... oh, it's down here. It's all the items I already have. I forgot about that. But hey, at least I got another Red Sea Stone. And then, yeah, if I do that 5 days in a row, this one's probably a little harder for me to do just because I have to keep getting the brushed Umbari hides, which isn't necessarily a problem. It's just, it's something I have to actually sort of more actively get compared to, like, the Scholar items where I don't have to process them, if you get what I'm saying. But yeah, maybe I'll... also, it doesn't crit. Not crit. It doesn't stack. So, not being able to have it stack is actually a bit of a problem, because that means that I... you know... can't, like... bulk make them ahead of time. But yeah. Unless I get a load of rep accelerators, there's not really much I can do. I do have 20 of these, though. Wait, are they bound to account? Oh, that's even better. That is... okay, I was a bit concerned that I couldn't do what I wanted to do there. But actually having more, like, multiple of the same... like guild, like, so having Feyrand as a Taylor and potentially even having, I can't remember if you can be two guilds at the same time, but having Tarvelard be a Taylor as well, and also being a cook and stuff, even if the cook stuff doesn't necessarily, like, I don't actually know what the cook stuff is recipe wise. I didn't properly pay much attention, I'm not going to lie. I think it was over this edge. Because it was you, and then barter.
Good day to you, traveler.
It was just food. A durable feast of local Umbari dishes, from seasoned fish to boiled crab. You don't need red sea stones for the daily. The daily is just craft. So we, for Taylor, just had to craft the crate of woven armor, which required the deftly stitched robe and the deftly stitched leggings. So that was only, what, 12 brushed Umbari leathers in terms of Taylor, and you get a red sea stone out of it. So that's not bad. And then, yeah, you get the luck stones, which helps you with the items. Or like that's the new thing for the new upgradable gear or whatever, right? So having more... The jewelry one needs 4 sea stones. I mean, I can have a look at that in a minute. I guess the idea would be if you have 4 other like guild people, then you use that guild to then supplement your jeweler. I mean, I bulk farmed a load of red sea stones, so I think I'll be fine for a minute, but that's pretty... I saw something about it saying something about... Oh no, I think it was talking about the gear. I think it was talking about the gear being like requiring whatever stones, gems, whatever they're called. Oh, I guess by one shot upgrade, like one shot recipes, it means like single use. Interesting. Unlike traditional crafting guilds, reputation gained in these specific Umbar factions will not be lost should you choose to change your profession. I mean, I think these items will be bound to character, bind and acquire, yeah, so it wouldn't really matter, but you could switch. Which is interesting. So what is specifically... Oh yes, I think all the jewelry stuff does require sea stones, right? I mean, it's a bit silly. They wouldn't think about that. Let's have a little look. I should, with Scarshoe, at least be able to get there a little bit quicker. The only thing with... Oh, okay. Right, that's not so bad then. I was going to say red sea stone, that would be problematic to say the least. Overall, I'm kind of glad that I still got all the red sea stones that I did, but I am slightly not frustrated, but I'm like, oh, I was saving these sea stones for crafting recipes, but it doesn't actually, to my knowledge, require you to have red sea stones as part of the crafting recipes. I could be wrong about that. Let's see, reputation. I am Westernnet Master of the Guild. Now, Jeweler's Guild. I can't remember where the Jeweler's Guild is. Isn't it in Estelden?
Greetings, friend.
No. Renaborn. Item attached. It's a crafting recipe for that jewelry that I still haven't made myself. Because, you know, this was all coming out today. Right. I need to go to... Is it not going to let me go Estelden? Fine. Oh, you know where I should have gone instead? Galtrev. Yeah. I forgot Galtrev was a thing. Galtrev's like one of my favorite locations in the game as well. Like, it's in my favorite region of Eriador, and I totally forgot about it.
What do you need?
It's also connected to, like, I think Dunland slash Galtrov is just overall one of my favorites because, yeah, I like the region. It's in my favorite expansion and, like, in terms of content. And it's literally directly next to one of my favorite areas, which is the, like, technically one of my favorite areas, which is the Ox Clan Merchant Camp with, you know, all the stuff for Isengard and, you know, Isengard. Because it also includes my favorite cloak. Yeah, I really need to sort out my gear. I mean, my gear's not bad. Like, I don't think I'm going to have issues when I'm going through the content, right? Because I have these, you know, Delver's gear, and it's... I can even use the hand-me-downs from Tarvelard, like, old stuff. And then, gear-wise, maybe not so much, but I think I'll be fine going through. I just have to maybe chuck some essences on. And then I'll level up, get new gear, and then immediately be fine. And also, this new crafted gear, as far as I'm aware, is 141... uncommon to start with, and then it moves you on to 150s. I could be wrong about that though. Oh my god, Hobnanigans is here, my favorite. I love Hobnanigans. Oh, there we are. Right. Jewelers Guild. Because isn't there a quest with the Jewelers Guild? Why can't I talk to you? Is there a thing with the Jewelers Guild getting to, doing, like, Umbari stuff? Not Umbari. Or do I actually have to go a little bit higher still? I thought it would be the Minas Ithil, these things. I thought that's what that was. I didn't realize I had tier 4 essences there. That's kind of nice. I have a couple old things in here. Need to clear out some of this. I have so many hope tokens. Why do I have so many hope tokens that I've needed for ages? Having some +6 hope tokens is actually insane that I've got, like, just laying there. It's not like a big deal, but it's actually very useful. Yeah, I'm definitely part of the Jewelers Guild. Like, I've got Jewelers Guild there. Why am I not? Like, I should be able to...
You are welcome here,
talk to
as
you.
long as you do not trouble us.
Do I want to join the Cook's Guild? No. Am I, like, misremembering this whole thing? Let me go find the items. Yeah. Guild Pattern Ithilon Shard, a new gem bracelet. Okay, do I specifically have to go... It says Aldulf, which is in the sub-room of Galtrov's crafting hall. Yeah, like, these guys should have that quest. Now, okay, the question here is, have I already got it? Aha, that's why. Execute the recipe for Guild Pattern Ithilon Bracelet. That is why I wasn't able to do it, because I already have the recipe or the quest to do it. That makes a lot more sense. I have a load of Minas Ithil ingots somewhere, specifically in my guild, in my vault. And polished Ithilons I do not have. However, somewhere in a carryall, somewhere, I should have a load of jeweler items. There we are. 1,358.68. The only annoying thing about this is I'm going to use up my my materials. But not the end of the world. Where's a workbench? Oh, wrong person. Ah, I have to act. That is really dumb that I actually have to go either Minas Morgul or Eldulf. Do I have a Minas Morgul travel thing? Esteladla. I do. Good thing I do. All this for my guildy things. All this for this setup. I mean, at least I don't have to go to Esladlan. Like, I can do this through other, like, the actual, like, guild, like, main guild area. It's just silly that I can't do it anywhere else.
Scarred, but we may heal it yet.
Do that.
What strange
Then I've got to do
vibes.
the Cabochon. I don't actually know what that is. Not gonna lie. Mini Sauron. What? That's just rude. The idea of a mini Sauron. Sauron as a hobbit. Silly to me there's no workbenches. Like, right next to these guys. Is there actually no workbench at all? There it is. I mean, I should just craft one of each at this point. There we go. Get ready for the quest as a whole.
What strange climbs these are. May Faramir guide us to victory.
Oh, that's interesting. So it doesn't actually let you do it until you actually do the recipe. That's interesting. Not the end of the world. But it's not giving in the item or having it in your inventory that's the thing that moves on the quest. It's actually...
This land is scarred, but we may heal it yet.
Why do I not? Oh, wait a minute. Have I already done one? Is that why? Aha. Oh, yeah. Do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Now that gets me to that part, and I still have to make the 10,000 though. So I'm curious. High grade Aeolingus. I think I have high grade Aeolingus. Where did I put it? I put it somewhere. Is it? Do I have an ingot thing? I definitely have high grade Aeolingus on a character. It honestly might be Feyrand. Oh no, it's just in here somewhere. I'm not even gonna question it. I'm not like a good thingy at the minute, so like I can't prospect, so I'm not gonna worry too much about that one. Jeweler's Guild. I think these two together is enough. Cool. That's fine, and then boom. Okay, this was a lot of random work for this, but I think we have succeeded with the plan. Now I have to make my way over to Umbar and ideally not get killed. Again, I have two advantages now. One is, well, three advantages. One is Warsteed, which is the one I just thought about. Two is I do have more morale than any other character I've attempted this with, so hopefully should survive. And third is, if it really comes to it, I have Sneak. So that's something. I don't think this area shows up as red either, because I'm only 10 levels different. No, it just shows up as normal. So if I do end up dying somehow, it won't like kick me out. I forgot how long that deed was. Wait, can I? Oh no, I just saw the quest ring. I didn't actually. That's ridiculous. 24 things I've got to find. Yeah, I definitely need to start working on this. It's like the biggest problem I have with Umbar so far, at least trying to do quests, is what I said before of I like the Umbar part of it, but trying to like getting to the Umbar part of it is frustrating. So like I don't want to go get all these, you know, shipmates and stuff and do all the quests from there. And technically I don't have to. I can just skip to Umbar proper, and just do all the side content. But then I'm missing out on gear and what have you. So it's a bit I can't really win when it comes to that. Okay. Jewelers Guild.
Good day.
You've got all those recipes. I don't understand why there's that person there, but Diamond in the Rough. Let's have a little look. So I need to pick up that item. Let's get that recipe going. And what am I looking at? Handmade Ring of the Sea and then Handmade Ring of the Waves. Okay. So I'm going to need ingots for this as well. That's my only concern. Do I have any ingots? Is the main question. And if they are around, I don't know who has them. They're not there. Who has them then? Let's go searching. Umbari. Okay. Ingot. Innes Ithil. Reneborn has that stuff. I think Feyrand in a carriole may have them. I think. So you have to buy the recipe for the crate. So it's 700 silver for the crate of items you have to make, but it isn't a single use. You just buy it once and you have it. It's just got the 18-hour cooldown on it. So you can't like bulk craft any of the things for it. But then the recipes for the actual items that you have to make. So like those rings, for example, that I have, they are base recipes with just being Umbar, you know, ranked of whatever, you know, up tier. So you don't have to open up the, you don't have to get the single use recipes, you don't have to get the scroll cases or anything like that. So I don't think it's too bad. I think just where it's located is probably the most awkward thing so far, because it's located like right next to 150 enemies. You have the recipes for the 2 items you have to craft. Oh, that's weird. I haven't done Metalsmith yet, but what are the items you have to craft? I would look on the wiki, but there doesn't seem to be that much information. Right. Okay, so where is those materials gone? I am thoroughly confused. Do I just not have any? Is that what I'm getting at? I'm not gonna lie, I've always hated having like Umbari or just like ingots. I hate the idea. I understand why, it makes sense, but the annoyance for me always is having ingots for jewelry and stuff. I'm gonna guess maybe Tarvelad has it. Like, maybe. I don't know. I'm curious what I'm going to do with Tarvelad. I think with Tarvelad, I'm going to look into doing it with the crafting items, or like the trading the items, because with Taylor, I might be able to get away with it as well with the amount of items. But Scholar, certainly. I could very easily make some high-tier Scholars. The problem is getting them to Umbari in the first place. Because it's just morale pots that you've got to trade in. Nice to see I'm not the only one that just jumps when I want to stop crafting. Okay, so in my carryall, I have Umbari ingots. Okay. So I'm going to put that in my top there. And yes, I know I need to sort out my inventory and my storage. Please stop judging me. I opened a lot of loot boxes recently, and it ended with me, you know... have I logged out yet? No. Yeah, I opened a lot of loot boxes, and it ended up with me having a lot of items that I don't want to trade or don't want to chuck. I also have a lot of different versions of double XP tomes, apparently. It's really annoying. I need to use them. I'm not normally a double XP type of guy, but I think I might be using them on, like, Afka. Afka's probably a character I can get to, like, maybe Cook. I think Cook is probably the easiest one for me to get, like, leveled up and stuff. So I think if I can get a couple guys to, like, Cook, get a load of goat's legs and stuff, craft the items for it, I think it shouldn't be too bad. Like, he has a ton of items, or like, he has a lot of gold on him. He can easily, like, craft all the stuff, get to Kindred with Cook, or, like, yeah, max with Cook guild, and then I have another, you know, character that can, you know, do the dailies and whatever. I think it's not a terrible idea. Because jewelers are an annoying one until I can get a better prospector. I haven't been working on Renaborn as much as I should be with prospector at the minute. I almost wish instead of the scroll case for the daily, you got crafting material box. I think that would actually be better. Alright, let's try again. Come on. There we go. There you are. Yeah, it's annoying that I've got, like, this one, and then this one, but because this one's bound to account and these aren't, then it's a problem. And this one is bound to account, but it's called account bound. Okay, jeweler, umbar, not gemstones. Quest, crate of jewelry, so handmade ring of waves and sea. Huh, I might not have the items I need. No, there it is. What was I looking at? Reinforced? It's fine. Now, that actually is going to answer my question. What happens if I crit it? Having a critted version seemingly doesn't matter, so that's good. I'm glad to see that. Okay. Let's get that completed. And then let's get a jeweler scroll case for my jeweler. And I got a pristine reinforced Umbari. To be fair, jeweler is actually one I really need to work on, so I should trade those over. But we can actually start looking at these items now. So jeweler's guild advancement. So if I wanted small master symbols that I could then in theory trade up, I have to make a load of these. So that's fine. But then what can I craft now that I've done 3 of those? So I can make some earrings. That's actually not a terrible earring. And it looks like it's not a single-use recipe, which is quite nice. Now, if I were to compare that to... Oh, I can't really compare it to the jewelry. That's the only thing I need to look up. I might have to go on Tarvella and have a look, but... Because I can, like, hover over these at least. But I've got earrings, and then that seems to be it for the minute. Infused umbar pearl necklace, base umbar. What's the difference between those two? Crit physical mastery, crit physical mastery. I don't see a difference between those two. $512, $512, 4658, 4658, 3838, 3838. Yep, I don't see a difference. That's weird. But I can make this necklace, which then in theory is bound on equip, so that's fine. And then this is bound to account on acquire. So you can trade that to other people, but then crafting it upgraded is different. And then Master crafted Umbari Pearl Necklace Guild recipe. How does that work? Select a profession for which to create a tradable recipe. Teachable box. Recipe box. I don't know if I want to pick that up or if I want to try doing one of these. Yeah, people are already making this armor, it looks like. 1,000 gold each. That's crazy. Symbol of trust from the Umbar crafting allowed you to pass along their prized recipes. I don't know what the things would be. Because, okay. Do I do that and make two things? Might just look up Umbari Guild. Umbari Guild. But then I want to have a look at like specifically incomparables. Like I'd like to get incomparable gear at the minute. Be really interesting to look into having. $512, I think it's not high item level, but presumably it's like, you know, you start off with that and then we can slowly but surely start having these 517 items. Like maybe that's like the upgraded version that's like built from scratch. Maybe I could be wrong. Luckstone socket recipe. An incredible design receptacle made for holding a powerful luckstone. It promises usefulness to all crafters. Okay, I don't know what to buy. I feel like necklace or earring is an interesting one, but I'm gonna go on Tarvelad and just what I'll do is I'll go on Tarvelad because he's got the scaling stuff to max. Have a little bit of a sleuth around, and then maybe I'd like to today. Maybe craft an item? I don't know if we can get any luck stones. I don't know if we need any luck stones. I think the luck stones are more of a when you upgrade the gear, not necessarily the current gear that we have. Yeah, so what we're looking at. Base ingredient cost for equipping items are 1 luck stone, 8 ingots. Jewelry requires 1 luck stone, 5 ingots, and 2 polished gems. Tier 1 upgrades require a luck stone. Hollow requiring a single luck stone, 15 ingots. Basic tier item and a recipe to combine all the recipes or in the ingredients. Jewelry upgrades modify ingots down to 10 and add 5 polished gems. Base tier items are 5 of 5 level uncommon quality. Require 141 to equip. Have the quality bind and equip, modest virtue, vitality boost, main stat essence slot, and generic essence slot. Tier 1 items are 509. They require 150 to equip. A bound on creation. Bound on a Is it bound to account though? I think it's bound to account on creation. I think that's what I'm reading it as. I don't know. That's what I'm trying to work out. That's just saying tiers of it. A modified tiles boost, a main essence slot, a generic item slot, a vital and additional essences or essence slot, or 2 additional generic essence slots from the previous tier, and will add a vital essence slot if available, or an additional generic essence slot of the combiner's choosing. But then it says upgrading items. Unlike standard craft items or guild craft items, this upgradable suite of items allows the crafter to make a baseline upgradable item and then trade that item freely to other players. This item may be a piece of equipment, a consumable item, or a persistent tool used in future recipes. Regardless of the type of item you're creating, you can advance the efficacy and strength of the item. Guild members will have access to the following recipes. Recipes for baseline upgradable items, recipes for upgrade items attached to various tiers of upgrade items, recipes to create the one-shot recipes needed to process the upgrades for each item tier. This is why I really wish there was like a video just going over it, like from SSG. Process differs from standard crafting, so we want to highlight the differences. Recipes for crafting upgradable items are only available to the craft guilds and require you to reach a certain tier within the guild before gaining access. Also, then you'll know the recipe and never have to learn it again. All you need to do then is gather the materials needed to make the baseline item, craft it, and then you have the base item ready to trade or enhance on your own. These output items are all the same and can be traded freely throughout the game. Base equipable item is uncommon, requires the player equipping it is at least 141, has a single main essence stat, and to craft the basic item you need a luck stone, a small number of ingots. Please note if your item is jewelry and use a small number of polished gems. Recipes to create the upgrade items will also be available through crafting guilds if you reach certain tiers. See, it doesn't actually say... For example, if I have an upgradable helmet that is currently tier 1, it would need the tier 2 upgrade item and a recipe to forge the tier 2 version of the helmet. The one-shot recipe for upgrading the helmet is a consumable that requires that you have an output profession. Each recipe is an apprentice level processing recipe that goes into the recipes procession tab. A set bonus slot. That's interesting. I don't fully understand still. I'm confused a little. Like Jeweler's Guild, right? I want to go to you. I want to go here, and then it does make sense that if I craft this, I think this stuff is just available now and isn't the upgradable stuff. I think this stuff is the upgradable stuff. So you get that. That's bind on equip. Then you can upgrade it with that to a next tier. And then you can upgrade it to... I don't know if that's a higher tier. And then I think you go from this one to that one. Maybe. And then maybe up to there. I could be wrong. And then I think you upgrade it a third time there. I think these are like separate. I think those are just there to be there, not necessarily the specifically upgradable items. The problem is, it's early days, literally, like day 1, and I don't want to be spending a load of these tokens if I can maybe help it. So I'm just curious on Tailor's Guild. You don't have anything, apparently. Woodworkers Guild, apparently I'm really far behind, but I don't think that makes sense. Scholars Guild, minus 60,000. Nope, that's not how that works, but you know. I think it's got confused. I think it needs an update on the plugin, to be fair. I think it's confused about itself. Skarshu, we've looked at. Doreen, Tavelard. Aaron was up there. I think getting a few characters... I think there's a few characters I can just get up to, like, cook stuff. Oh yeah, so I was gonna look at these, right?
To you.
Because that's what we have right now. It's still less crit. That's the thing. Obviously, having a Vitality Essence is nice. We would have more agility. We would have more vitality. Less fate, less crit though. Fate doesn't actually give us crit anymore, so it doesn't matter on that regard. So I could put a crit essence on there, and technically it would beat out the earring by a substantial, probably way. So it's a thought. I want to have a look at other items. So barter with you.
Free city at last.
So these are boots and gloves. And I'm guessing there's a light armor here. So boots, it's more crit and then physical mastery plus the same essences. So technically, like, that is a good recipe to have. Like, we should probably go for that. And then same here is less physical mastery, but I get finesse and crit. So that is probably still better to go for because I get the physical mastery from the boots. So I feel like those are maybe where I should start. And then the helmet here is where we sort of start going off. So that's here. If I were to go over to Journeyman, in theory, that's the swap, right? So I can have... Oh, okay, so these are interesting. So that is just pure, like, 4 essences plus primary, whereas this one is actually primary, vital, and then 3 essences, 3 basic. I feel like that's a better choice. I feel like it's better to have just 1 dedicated vitality essence still, and then you still have 3 basic essences, and maybe once in a while just go for a core one. So I'm just trying to work out what I want to craft first. I think the boots, right? Surely. I'm going to craft myself the boots. And then, worst case scenario, it takes us a little while to get a couple more crafted stuff. But the good thing is it's bound to account, and they're daily. So if I can get more characters, like Reneborn is Scholar, for example. So if I can get all my Scholar stuff, then I can get him ranked up in Scholar. So that's good. Tarvelad is Tailor and Cook. I think you can be multiple at the same time. Can you be multiple at the same time? Oh, apparently you can since like 2019. So I've never really bothered. Like, I've always dedicated like 1 character to a guild, so it's never really been a thing that I've focused on. But that's very good information to know. Okay, so what did I say? I was gonna go boots, right? So I'll get that recipe. I'm just curious on how this works. So Tailor. And then I have the etched Umbari Gill things. And then I have 3 Red Sea Stones. Okay. That's actually incredibly cheap, considering. And then I have a 515 max, like, critted version of that. And it looks like there are different types. So we actually have a little bit of choice. I sometimes wish it would show you that, like, straight up. I still think I'm going to go with... this one here. But if I go to Tarvelad, it doesn't show me. That's a bit annoying. But yeah, we said that was better, and then obviously critting it is even better. Having that crit would be nice. I think that would probably be more of a burglar item. I think crit's more like a bigger thing for that. I mean, it even says Sly, so I feel like that's kind of where that's going for. But yeah, I think we'll craft that. I don't think you can upgrade that, is my guess. but I guess we'll find out as we go. I just need some optional crafting ingredients, but the good thing is I opened up a loot box and I got 2, so that's good. I don't know where they are. There they are. And if I'm correct, this is bind on equip. So you can actually trade these, which is also kind of interesting. And then 3 red sea stones, which is the sea stones well, not quite the sea stones I made from today, but, you know, 99 isn't the end of the world. So I'm going to make these. I have my ways. AKA, I spent a lot, like, and I mean a lot of time farming. Because with farming, you can not necessarily AFK it, but you can near enough AFK it while doing something else on another screen. Technically. So, and then it's just luck of how many you get in a set period of time. So I think it was mostly luck, but also, yeah. Nah. Plus missions on occasion, going for those. I also had a couple of those, I think I had 2, because I got some from my alt account as well. 2 of those, like, 5 times, you know, crafting specialty item thing from expansions. So I used a couple of those as well. Right, anyway, let's make that. Feels weird having, you know, actually powerful items in my inventory. And then I think I have some Essence Reclamation Scrolls that I can use. Tar Velard. Yeah, I think it's bind on equip, right? So I can make these and I can trade them somewhere else. So one thing I could do is, and I sort of said this for Ghost, he's not really playing at the minute, but when he hopefully comes back, once Lindral is 150, I can just like craft this armor for Lindral in theory, and like I'm getting the bigger issue out of the way, which is getting the actual crafting recipe first. That bit's done and over with. But yeah, it's nice that it's a cheaper than I thought it was going to be. I expected these to be like 5, so having them be 3 is actually not that bad. Does make me a bit annoyed that I wasted so much on these items, as in waiting for the game. These items, because that's what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 there, and I think I crafted these as well, so, you know, 14, 16, 18. That's an extra 18, 20, 22, I think. That's an extra 22 red sea stone shards, whatever, that I've like spent. It's fine though. So yeah, looking at that, yeah, more crit, more physical mastery, more armor. I just need to take my essences off it, and then I think we're all good to go. Just checking out what my difference is. And I don't think you can get any higher tier essences right now. I mean, you can get purples, but I'm not particularly after those right now. Right. Essence Reclamation Scrolls. And I need that on... What have you got on you? Oh. Maybe I should still this. These boots. Yeah, because I didn't really want parry. That's the thing. Like, I didn't care much for parry. Like, it was the crit that was the main thing. The annoying thing is they're now bound to me. So, like, I should just chuck it, but I kind of don't want to chuck it because it's, like, a lot. For the moment. Because the thing with the upgradable ones is it's going to be, I think, a bigger thing when we are higher tier. Because right now... I can only do... Right now, I think this is the better choice because... Okay, so these boots... Okay, these boots. I don't even think it's boots. It's a helmet. But my point being, right now, this is the helmet we have. At least I have. I don't know if it's technically better if you've got the... just the ones from like the epic, because that would be this. Nope. I don't know. My helmet is. I might have chucked it. I thought I kept most items. I guess not. Anyway, my point being, the like armor you get from the quests is either no essences whatsoever, or you're looking at like 1, maybe 2 essences, right? Like a primary and a basic, right? So right now, if I get that, I'm still getting a primary and a basic, and I'm getting a bit of vitality, but I'm losing the other stats that I'm potentially getting with it, which is like, you know, I might get some agility, or I might get some like crit or whatever. I'm only getting vitality. I can upgrade it to be 2 basic essences. That is correct. That is true. And that's maybe a good idea. But again, I'm losing vitality by doing that. I might be gaining a bit of like physical mastery, because I can just chuck a physical mastery and a crit on there or something. But right now I'm losing 1,526 vitality. When I'm higher tier and I actually get, you know, to apprentice, then I think is when it starts making sense, because presumably I think this one is supposed to be vital essence. I think this is supposed to be primary, vital, basic, basic. That is where it starts making sense for me to maybe have like an extra essence slot. But I have to get to that rep first, is the issue. And then obviously you come here later and you get this one with primary, vital, basic, basic, basic. I think that's when like 100% is worth doing. But for the current moment in time, I think these are maybe the better choice. And I think I'm happy with the amount of Red Sea Stones I have, that I'm willing to sort of waste them in a sense. The only other thing I'm going to use them for is potentially Emberworthy crafts. But honestly, I'm probably also going to still be using... Wait, can I not make... Ah, interesting. Can I not make... Can you not use Ithilon shards now for... Oh, it's in cooked food. Oh no, okay. So yeah, I can still use my Ithilon shards for Emberworthy crafts. Though this is potentially... This is cheaper, technically. Like, this is more involved, because you got to do some like extra farming and cook stuff, whereas this is just not as big a deal. Anyway, not really the point, but you get what I'm getting at. Now, I am very curious, though, to go around and see... So this is boots and gloves. That's fine. The jeweler was the earrings, right? So we talked about the earrings. I don't think these earrings are any different from each other. I think they're exactly the same from what I can see. It's very weird. So I would only need one of those recipes, because it's not like they're unique. So I'm not too fussed about that. Again, the necklace is an interesting one, because the necklace I don't have an upgraded version of. So that actually I might go for. But this is the point with that, right? So I do that. I'm gaining... I'm losing vitality, because I'm losing... I'm losing the vitality stat. But I'm fine for crit, and I'm fine for physical mastery, because I'm keeping the basic, keeping the agility. I'm losing fate, but who really cares about fate anymore? And I'm losing finesse. So I am still overall, I think, losing by going for that one right now, as it is. But once it's upgraded to the next tier, I think that's where it becomes maybe more worth it, because assuming that's agility, vitality, physical mastery, crit. Like, I'll lose a bit of finesse, but I should be fine. And then you add a finesse one when you get to here, potentially. You know, agility, vitality, physical mastery, crit, finesse. And then you have a better version of that necklace. And also odd critic, so ideally. But that was jewelry. That was, like, earring. Cook was not anything of importance, right?
Good day to you, traveler.
It was just... I mean, some of the old gear was like 5 essences, wasn't it? I mean, the stuff I've got on Faerun right now is 4. I think it's a little bit nicer streamlined because you have less choice in a sense. Like with the Vital Essence, you can only put Vitality on it. So it's like you don't have to worry about what it's going to be. It's Vitality or Fate. And let's be honest, at the moment, Fate is like, it's pretty much a dead stat in my opinion. Like, yeah, it's more max power and I passively get more, but I'm not really, I've never, to this day, have never, other than power draining like attacks, had an issue with power. But again, I don't know if in raids it's a different story. So I think everybody's going to go Vitality. And I think having the primary essence, you're just going to go Agility, Vitality. Agility, Might, Will, where I think most people didn't go with like those main stats. They would just go, oh, I want Agility, but what I want is Physical Mastery. So I think it's technically a better way of doing it, if not slightly more convoluted. But I think, wow, that is a lot of people. Right, I'm really curious about offhands. That's another one I'm very curious about. So that's just a thingy there.
Umbar
Is it not
free
seeable
city
by
at
me
last.
because I'm not part of it, or? Okay, so these are heavy boots. So you can't get a full set at the minute, which is interesting. Unless I'm totally misreading the thing. So that's helmet, but that's heavy armor. So I think, to be fair, I don't think there's actually a boots recipe that we can get otherwise. Woodworker Guild, I don't know.
May the seas be calm.
Okay, you're a
and the
pocket
winds
item.
fair.
So that's interesting. Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna like slowly release more, or how this is gonna go. Because I thought the idea was that you'd have a full set.
Umbar is a free city.
Yeah, gloves, boots. Gloves. So what am I looking at? I've got helmet for the upgradable one. Gloves, boots. There's no legs to my knowledge. Coat, cloak, or shoulders. There's earrings, necklace. I don't see. Oh yeah, no, I definitely agree. It's a little bit. This is what I was saying. There used to be like dev diaries, you know, and stuff like that, where it would sort of explain updates and stuff. And I really think this needs
May the seas be
something
calm
along
and
that
the
line of
winds
just
fair.
whoever sort of spearheaded it to be like, right, this is how this works. This is an example, or this is how it's broken down. I don't think I'm in a position right now to be like, this is how this works. Maybe I might start trying and put something together, being like, oh, the crafting update explained or something, but I have to fully wrap my head around it first, I think. Which is my issue. I feel like I'm missing a guild. I think it's because I'm thinking like Prospector and Forester, but they don't have guilds.
May the seas be calm and the winds fair.
I'm really curious on how this pocket item goes. I don't personally see the point in having the non-vital one. Personally. Like, I think you want the vitality. Pretty much no matter what. So I need to get Aranma over here at some point so I can start building this pocket item. However, again, I've crafted my pocket item and I'm pretty happy with where it is. And I don't think I want to really swap it at the minute. Like, I can go for that. But I feel like at the moment, it's not worth it. Because primary, basic. Fine, yeah, I can crit it, probably be 512 or something along those lines. That's whatever. That also brings up a really interesting point. Can you crit the upgradable items? And if so, like, what happens if Like, of someone like me, I'm gonna use a guaranteed crit item thing. But what if you, like, take a critted basic tier 1, and then you... Does that still work? I mean, it should, but, like, what if you don't crit it? You can't, like, then upgrade it to be critted or something. You're gonna have to just make sure you 100% crit it. I feel like any gear piece, especially endgame gear piece, I always make sure it's guaranteed crit. I don't really see the point otherwise. Assuming this works, and that's vitality, I can maybe see myself doing it. Especially if we get higher vitality things. Or no, higher essences. I think for now, though, there's not much I can do. I do want to get my cook skill stuff done, so I'm really curious on spiced goat shank. Now, I can do it with ingredient packs. That's a very interesting idea. 5 of those is 500. So each one of these is 100, but each recipe is 5. So I could do this, and I can make 133, and it would do that on me. Oh, never mind. I used the wrong one. And that's only 3. Interesting, okay. I need to get to max cook anyway on here so I can crit stuff first. But so my standing is too low with the Cook's Guild to make the thing for the Cook's Guild. How does that work? Is it because I need to be master? Is that it? Small master repast? But I have the recipe for it. This is something I need to look at, like... I'm sure it exists somewhere, like a list of everything you need to make for it. But, yeah. I definitely feel like this is a very odd building, though. Because, like, yeah. It's in the middle of, like, the one aggro place in town. So that's, you know, already a bit of a pain. Like, if this was opened, like, in my opinion, this just should be opened. I don't see why it's not. I'm gonna guess that it's getting open in future updates. At least I hope. But at least I have some might things now. Why not? I know it won't really let me know, but I'm curious. Can I feel a difference between this one item? I don't think I can. But I also know that I wasn't struggling in the first place. Like, that's not been an issue for me with Umbar so far. And I don't think there's anything to do with crafting boosts on here that mess it up. I might do my 6 missions, though, just to get that finally done before tomorrow. Because, I don't know, I think it would be worth doing. Also, don't I have a box somewhere of something? What are the item levels on these now? 510 still, and basic essence. It just feels like for an expansion that very much feels not necessarily solely focused, but like heavily focused on essences. That feels like the way this is going again. It's weird to not have every like Embers item actually have you know, that on them. Obviously the agility on there is more, the vitality is more, and I get a ton of crit, and I only get 1 essence slot, but that's for the physical mastery. Have I been to the Black Grave? I have not.
What news has come in with the tide?
As I said, I got
Do
5
you
then. I was
have
confused.
need of something? Might you spare a moment?
You can tell I have not been doing my dailies. I'm not doing delvings. I'm sworn off delvings for at least a little bit. Especially, I don't want to be doing delvings when the server's probably on a little bit of a, you know, busy streak at the minute, you know, with probably a decent amount of people loading in. I mean, how many people are on? I would say 888. It's not too bad. It might just be because everybody was in that one location sort of all together. Because, I mean, Umbara itself is layered at the minute, so it's definitely something going on there. How many am I on? I have actually not played too much in the last few days, I'm not going to lie, but I'm on 84, which isn't too bad. 84 with 2 months left. I'm pretty happy. I do not think I'm going to get to 100 before the 2 month mark, which is like 4 days, but I don't know. I'd like to. I just don't think it's going to happen. Especially because I feel like the next little bit of time for me is going to be spent very specifically getting guild stuff done. I wonder how many days it takes, like, to level up a cook guild to max. Because once you get the Minas Ithil stuff, I don't think it's a problem. I don't think you can do Minas Ithil stuff on here for a quest. Oh, Waybread dough. Let's get the recipe for Waybread dough 25 times. How many days to max cook guild? Oh, I've also just remembered. Yeah, the mission weeklies can get you crafting, like, rep stuff, can't they? Huh. It's an idea. It's only 10k, so.
Do you have need of something?
But 10k per character, plus actual crafting, like, stuff. Maybe it doesn't take too long.
Has come in with the time.
Right.
Spare a moment.
No, no. Oh, no, not this one. I said I hate this one. Where am I on my allegiances, by the way? 14. I really need to go around with Reneborn properly again, doing all those quests, and I should be able to get to 20 relatively quickly. The only problem is I'm basically paying forward, in a sense where Reneborn will then be behind. And then I'll probably take from a different character. Have a look though. Let's just use that up. I want to have a look on the auction hall. I want to look at, like, I don't know, 150 medium stuff. I don't want to see if anybody is actually selling. I mean, these are the new items there. 1,000 gold. Not that far off, but I don't think I would specifically go on my way to, like, I'd rather grind out for it and, like, craft it. I think crafting it's probably easier than getting the 1,000 gold. Honestly, it's not necessarily actually a terribly difficult item to craft. Like, if I just have one more guild character, I can craft it today. Or I just craft it in 8 hours. And it looks like that's it. And looks like nobody's doing me light. What about heavy? Nope. I wonder if I look up Umbari. Just generally. I mean, I was right on at least one thing, which is I don't expect another one of these to happen. So let's have a look. I really wanted a weapon, though. That's the thing that's kind of annoyed me. Okay, so these are the... Not quite what I wanted to look for. 3,500 gold. I definitely feel like that's not worth it. It would be nice, though, to get more... It'd be nice if a way to get more of those tokens, like, quicker. Because, yeah, obviously it's, like, a slow burn, and that's fine. Just gonna be like that for a bit. But, if I wanted to, like, actually make a video for it, I'm gonna have to wait, like, a little bit, because I don't fully understand how the crafted upgrade items work at the moment. But I can't get all the recipes until, like, a little bit later. So... Also, I don't think anybody can upgrade the items until 5 days from now anyway, because you got to get the luck stones. And you can only get those from the weekly, so... Yeah. Oh, hey. It's you guys. I know I don't actually have to kill everything, because I don't think I have to kill the workers. But I think it makes sense to, just to kill everything I can. Get that reward track. Leveling up. Though, if I really wanted a quick mission, this is probably not the one I should have gone for. Honestly... Once I'm out of this one, I don't know where... 40 and 41. So I've got 4 missions left. Well, yeah, 4 missions left after this one. Honestly, I might just go do, like, non... I mean, it makes sense to me to do Umbar ones. Like, I should do the Umbari ones because I should want to get the Allegiance stuff increased. It does make sense. However, I might just go do, like, you know, Bilbo 1, Bilbo 7, Svalfang, and then, I don't know, maybe the cave one. Right, where's my final... There it is. My final abandoned research. The annoying thing about this is I have to go back up to the top to kill the named enemy. Let's go find... I think it's at the very end. Heartseeker. Hey, I actually one-shot it with Heartseeker. That's nice. How much damage did I do? 92,929. It's nice what one piece of purple gear can make me feel like. Or not even purple. Yeah, no. Yeah, one piece of teal gear can make me feel. I know it's not the reason I feel like I'm stronger or anything. Like, I'm not particularly higher stats than I was before. Like, I've got a bit more physical mastery. But, like, it's not massive. And I've got a bit more crit. I got 1,000 more crit and some physical mastery. And I'd be very interested to see, like, if I can get up to, like, 198. I think if I add the gloves and I add that and I maybe get the 2 earrings, I think I could do a pretty good job at getting to cap on that. In fact, the earrings should probably be my next, my next choice. Because I get 2 items out of it instead of just the one. Okay, ill-fated cave.
There is much to be done and fewer hands by which to do it.
Because ideally, this one is quicker. Ideally. Assuming I don't actually run around going to the wrong places. But I think the advantage now is I've done it a few times. And that means that the rings are actually showing up on my screen. Because I've got the, like, fog of war gone, or whatever you want to call it. So it should technically be easier, I think. The last time it wasn't the dwarves that was the problem, it was the last bit of rock. It's like I said when I first did this, you know. As time goes on, we'll get, you know, more efficient with it. We'll know where stuff is and, you know, supposed to be and all that. I have been sort of doing the Yule. Yule is my favorite festival, so I have definitely been trying to get it done. One of the advantages, at least for Yule, with like Feyrand, for example, being, you know, completionist and everything, is that in terms of deeds, I have actually already done everything, minus the consumable deeds, which is just a case of time more than anything. Like, I just have to use all the items. So I'm not, although it's my favorite festival, I'm not like beholden to making sure I have to do it like on the daily, so it's not going to burn me out. The only thing that I haven't done deed-wise otherwise is mission to spread cheer or whatever, doing that 40 times. But I also know that I can't get that done this year in time, so I'm not worried about it. I'm not like, I know I'm gonna have to wait till next year to complete that quest or that deed. Oh, I guess one thing I do need to do is see if I can somehow get myself having done the snowball fight. Yeah, I want to get, it's not that. I don't know what the deed is called. I thought it was, yeah, raining snowballs. You have to win 8 snowball fights easy and win 3 snowball fight hard. And, like, you know. Oh, yeah, it's, I don't know if I got it on this character. I should have it on this character. Maybe I don't. Nope, I guess I don't. Either way, it's probably my favorite frame, quite honestly. Like, legitimately, I think it's my favorite frame in the game. Why can't I get to the place I want to go to? It's down here. That's... I mean, I do like this, the Rakish one, but I think, honestly, the Yule frame is my favorite. Thing is, I didn't really do much with Tavelad last time, so I don't know actually how many I've done in terms of that. Bringer of Good Cheer, nope. Monstrous Feast. More the merrier, yeah. I'm 60 out of 120. That's not too bad. Yeah, I don't know if there's a way I can just like sit Feyran down and sit him with Zia and on like a quiet end of night thing, and then just sort of cheese it and complete it myself. I don't know how often the battle for thingy goes. Like, or if it just takes 11 days. But I am willing to do that. So.
Do you have need of something?
Okay, I'm actually interested to see. I know they've taken delvings out of Infestation of Crabs, but I'm very curious to see if it's less broken this time. Don't question my rain of arrows inside. How dare you? Yeah, literally in the patch, it was like, it's unfun. Also, I found it funny that I can repair the hull leak underneath from here. Yeah, what was it said? Remove delvings from protecting the sea lanes and an infestation of crabs Umbar missions. Due to the tight confines of the ship, there are a group of delving malices that become too unfair and unfun to warrant including delvings in these. And it's probably easier just to take delvings out of them than it is to limit what delvings you can have in certain rotations and stuff. Okay, it's already still feeling broken, just saying. Yep, it's still broken. But whatever, I guess. How many more hull leaks do I need? 3 more. I've still got a downstairs to go as well. At least we know the answer of, no, it isn't fixed. Because these stairs are also going to be, yep, just as fun as ever. I'm trying to move. I'm trying to run forward. I swear, I'm pressing space. There we are. At least it's my reminder to not do this again. I've got to find the last leak, and I don't know where it is. I'm gonna guess it's in the other room. No, it's at the top there. But I wonder. Haha! Now I have to go up those horrible stairs. So I'm immediately into a fight now, so. Oh. Oh, this is actually an idea. That's the trigger for them. It's an interesting way of doing it if I was doing it on Delvings, which I can't now anyway, so who cares? Right. So I should be 1 away and 2 away.
There
So
is much to be
very
done,
simple,
and fewer
you know,
hands by
Bilbo
which to do it.
missions should
Might
be
you
our
spare a moment?
sort of best choice. There we go. Ooh,
Do you
that was
have
painful.
need of something?
Right. Rivendell we go. Oh, I guess actually, an interesting point that I've just thought before I go Rivendell. You can buy gear from these guys, can't you? So I wonder if because this stuff exists, they kind of expect you to do partially this gear, and partially the upgradable gear. Though I guess you've got gloves here, so I don't know. Because technically this is a better... This one is better than what I have now. Technically. Or even this one. Like, that's also a choice. So, I don't know. Maybe. Where's it going? Room now. Oh. All right. Yeah, I feel like with the whole crafting thing, right? I don't dislike it, but I think one of the biggest things I'm more like meh about at the minute was the fact that I was sort of hyping it up for a while in my head, and then although I know it's crafting and I know there's like dailies and whatever, I was hoping that it wouldn't. What am I doing? I was hoping it wouldn't necessarily be as quick. Like, we get one quest, we've done the quest. Yeah. If you kind of get where I'm coming from. Like, obviously the prospect of having this upgradable gear, and in theory, I don't know, maybe in the future we get it to be like high, we can upgrade the tiers of it, even if like the actual item level of it could potentially be upgraded. That could be an idea. I don't know.
I probably worry for nothing. When we find Bilbo,
It's an interesting
we will
thought
laugh long
that
and
we
well,
could potentially
but
do that, and then
not
it kind of
before.
holds gear to be like available for longer. I don't know, maybe maybe even having it upgradable to legendary eventually. At the moment, there is no 4th slot available. I do not know if there's an ETA on that. At the moment, yeah. Let me see if there's any information. Yeah, I haven't really seen much about it. Yeah, what I'll do is I probably won't stream all that long tonight. I was planning on streaming, like, obviously the last few days, but I didn't really get a chance, unfortunately. But what I might do is just tinker around with a bit more of the crafting stuff. See if I can maybe try and find a way to explain it properly, and then try and maybe get a video made about it. I think that might be... If I can, like, properly wrap my... Like, I think I've got it down, but, like, if I can do it properly, just get something released, because yeah, I think people are a little confused about it. Okay, so that's 1, and then 7 will be my final mission.
We will need a distraction if you are to rescue Bilbo from Goblin Town. I will provide it.
I don't know what I want out of this. I think legendary item boosts is the thing. Like, that is something I also need to be working on, is my legendaries, right? I feel like at the moment there's a lot of things like, oh, I've got to deal with the guilds, and then the jewelry, and then the armor, and then I've also got to be dealing with my legendaries. I'm still not like maxed out on my legendary. Need to calm down a little. We gonna get anything good? Strength stance damage. Why do you do this to me? What did I ever do to you, game, to make you hate me so? Ooh, look at that. I got to the next tier. Hey, look at that. And I got some Vetro experience. Yeah, so I got ornamental sigil display. Nice. Might see what that looks like in my house. Apparently you get lucky stones from events as well, potentially. Maybe I'll... Is it worth maybe looking into the crafting thing? Right. Like that, and I think I'm just gonna go legendary item still. Let's open that, and then also get my basic one, and then fingers crossed there's something good. Oh, why would you do this to me? I feel like it's out there to spite me. Either way, at least I have you leveled up and +3. So I only need one more 141. I did not mean to do that. I meant to use this skill. That wasn't very useful. Let's have a look though. What does this look like? That is bigger than I expected. Not what I wanted. Sure. You can live there now. That is, yeah, not exactly the size of I expected it to be like a small painting, you know. Cool though. I like it. In my very all over the place house. Let me have a look at these. Right, well, those are done, and at least that's like set for... Oh, the Forester event of the Chetwood Lumber Camp is recruiting contestants. I have yet to actually look at this Forester thing. So I might head over with one Faye Rand, who is a Forester and should be decently high Forester level. And just see what it's all about. I have yet to actually do much. Hopefully I get there in time, though. Right. Travel destinations. Westbury.
What can I do for you?
Okay. Let's say Chetwood, I think. Means
How can I be of service?
if I go Southbury, I think I can go Southbury to Combe, like Swift travel. Ah, interesting. I'm curious on how some of this stuff works still, but I feel like I need a...
Greetings.
It's like, I think if you buy the, like if you're a tailor, Max Tailor or something, you can make apprentice stuff that makes, like I can buy an apprentice recipe that's actually the Umbari one, possibly, I don't know, so I could put it on a different character in theory, is what I'm reading. I'm just reading it on the other screen, like trying to make full sense of it and stuff like that, but. Says the teachable assembly recipes are standard crafting apprentice tier recipes requiring only the first tier of the production profession to execute. Now I assume if it's Chetwood, it's like over here. That would be my thought process there. Yeah, recipes are earned by Umbar Guild members. They can make teachable recipes that is traded to a non-Umbar Guild members for assembly. So I could, in theory, get items for me here as a regular tailor, an apprentice that is available to craft the end game stuff, I think is the idea. Oh, I can't be on my horse. Is that what I'm saying? I still don't know how this Comb Forester event works. There are people here with quests I have not done apparently, but I take it I am looking for you, Wilkenthorn.
Will you give me a moment of your time?
Okay. The one who's determined to find this forest in Chetwood, of course, naturally after forest profession to compete. I do. Good. Okay, to probably sell them out of deeds instead of boasts for content. Okay, cool. Let's be precise. If you think you're up to a challenge, at least the like and the prizes tell me so. Okay, so I get a participation thingy. Crafting experience forester, which is interesting. Fail to register with the judge. Burglars cannot steal or they're disqualified. Beyond cannot ship between man and bear or they were disqualified. Register for the competition with the judge. Okay. Where? Oh, you're the judge. Okay.
Hello there.
Once I see such a now, see, stay close by, and I'll let you know when the time has come. Okay, so we just have to kind of do that. This new elf housing. Let's have a look, shall we? While we wait.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another casual stroll through Lord of the Rings Online.
Wait, when?
My name is Scenario.
43.
My name is Matt Elliott. I go by Scenario on the message boards. And
Let's have a look.
when we get to the areas where it makes sense to bring them in. All right. When we get to the areas where it makes sense to bring
I assume it's slightly further back.
as well, there are many different clans of dwarves out there, and not all of them live in the Lonely Mountain or in Ered Luin. You know, they are scattered throughout the world. You know,
Okay, more like 4310. Well, we'll just skip it by 40.
introduced with the. All right. Arabani says, "I don't mind dwarves, but more hobbits would be nice, and less elves. Much, much, much less elves." I feel like you'd be in the minority there. We actually have we've had a lot of player feedback about wanting more elf-centered content.
Yes. I like
We
elves.
talked about housing, and our goal is for the next premium housing neighborhood to be elves, an elf-focused one.
That's fair.
That's something that we're.
I mean, it's
in the midst
probably
of
to be expected, to be fair,
discussing now as
considering.
well.
You've now
So
got Hobbit,
I think
Dwarf, Man.
I think hobbits are probably the hardest to find a home
Oh,
for.
it's 56.
But let's see if my
Well, it's
client
55
Come on,
is
you
like
can do it.
the end of it, so. Anyway, yeah, I think it's to be somewhat expected, because again, you've got to realize we've had, I mean, the Havens of Belfalis are just, the,
It's a sorry
oh, you can get luck stones from this. That's interesting. Yeah, the Havens of Belfalis are like man. You've got Lindleberly, whatever it's called. I can't remember the name. Lindleby, I think. That's Hobbit. The Dwarven area in Erebor. I don't know if that's technically premium. That's the thing. These are bound to account as well, so that's interesting. And then you can get whetstones. And titles. Ooh, I should get titles. So you runner-up ribbon, and then you also get participation ribbon. So my concern with this is like, oh, what am I doing? Collect a forester's axe. Chetwood forester must not be recruiting. Collect stacks of unrefined wood. Come on, game. You can't do this to me while I'm in a competition. Are you serious? Like... Oh, I have to use the item on it? Oh my god, that's so dumb. Why make it an interactable item like that if you're not gonna make it... That's so stupid. Okay, my run speed is not really helping. There's only like 3 of us, so I don't think it really matters. But yeah, my concern is if people are going to be like hardcore with this in some cases, or if it just stops appearing. Are those titles ever going to be otherwise obtainable? I did every night in my dreams. I hear this.
Greetings, friend.
Do you want to know something interesting I found out today, Ghost? I can't show you it because I can't go onto a different character right now. But if you ever get to 150, right? I have some really nice gear that I can technically craft you now. Like a teal gear. Not a full set. But yet, I presume. But first, you have to, you know, actually play. Problem is, I don't know what anything is. What's fun? It better be fun. Oh. I mean, I kind of guessed you were streaming something at some point because, you know, you kept asking me about OBS. Like, kept asking me, but you were asking me about OBS. Playing some of that Sea of Thieves. Okay, I am gonna be like behind because I didn't understand how this worked at first, but I should be 3rd place, right? So I at least get a participation ribbon and I get the crafting experience,
What can I do for you?
which is nice. So that's all good. And I really... Is it just gonna slow me down? Dramatically accelerates crafting time, but a 20% mischance. Yeah, I'm gonna be like super far behind, but I will still be 3rd. Alright, where am I going? Past this cave before the 2nd marker. Oh god. And am I actually drunk? Is it gonna be like muddle my wits? Okay. Let's just slightly cheat. No, you can't like crash on me. There we are. I hate how slow this is. Finally. But yeah, as I said, I'll be 3rd, but 3rd should still, hopefully, fingers crossed, give me like a decent outcome, hopefully. It's not like there's 10 people doing it and I'm the last. It's only 3. Not today, not right now. I'm doing this festival-y type of thing, technically. So I got a runner-up ribbon.
Hello
And
there.
a participation ribbon. And I also got competitive forester tier 1. So I'm curious, is there a competitive... Oh? Not that I can see straight up. And it's not in D-Tracker, which is interesting. And it's not in there either. The competitive forester. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, nothing quite there. I still need to get the Go-Getter going. This is the forester event. It's a crafting event thing that they are doing. I can't do it for 6 more hours. I could if I use my Mithril coins, but I think... Oh, no, I can't. But yeah, it's an interesting thing. So I got a I'm curious. They are bound to a count. So I actually got 2 runner-up ribbons. Oh, because I've completed the deed. That makes sense. And then I can start trading those in for things here. So I can get a modifiable Forester's Axe, Luckstone, which would be interesting. You'd have to do it 50 times though, over different characters. But that could be something you like hop around for. And then the winner ribbon. So if nobody else was here, in theory, I'd be able to do it. But Luckstone for that one. And then everything else, I have to get a winner's ribbon. But the titles are what I'm curious about. So sleeps at night, feels strong, hacks all day, cuts down trees, eats their lunch, drinks their bread, and hangs in taverns. Oh, and there seems to be more. Is a lumberjack. And you can trade. Okay, that's really good to know. So I can buy winner's ribbons with runner-up ribbons. So I don't necessarily have to win. What do these look like? These look kind of boring. I'm not gonna lie, these are very basic. And then you got emotes and a characteristic. Oh, that's actually really interesting. So I can get competitive Forester is a plus 1% crit for Forester recipes, and I can go up to 5%. Presumably 5%. And I can get carry Caber slow, carry Caber fast. I can get these. Ooh, I'd like that. Plus 10% crit, plus 5% find bonus rare items from wood nodes. Minus 4 seconds. It's not as technically as good as what I've got. I hope like I can try and do this as, you know, as often as I ideally can, because I think it's fine, like, to do. And if they're bound to a count, then, like, I mean, to be fair, what if I do this, right? I want to, like, there's nobody there now. So what if I go there on just another character who's a Forester? Who is a Forester? Erinma. Erinma is a Forester because she is a woodworker, and therefore she is a Forester to accommodate that. Renaborn is also a Forester. That's a good point. And it's on for like 15 minutes or something, right? So I'm just curious. You can't be in Bjorning mode, that's the only thing. And you can't burglar sneak, because technically burglar sneak link can be faster. Especially if you add trace through things. I just saw the gear on this character. Level 65 stuff. She needs a little bit of loving, especially I'm using a token of the Hornburg. What a weird item to have on you. I haven't done anything with my heraldics, so that's fun. Or like just traceries. I haven't got a spec. I think it's literally what I got from my the original thing. I really need to just take these characters and give them a bit of a love. Like Woodworker's Guild. I need to work on my Woodworker's Guild stuff. Like, get this character leveled up because Woodworker is my pocket item now. Because that works. I would have thought Scholar would be the pocket item because normally it is. $850 gold for those? No, thank you. Someone's selling those for 3,500 gold on the auction hall, though. Now, I wonder if it'll force me out of bear mode. I don't know if there's like a minimum level for this though. Oh, it does take me on bear mode. Okay, let's have a look. Physical mastery. So I've already got the boots. It looks like they've already got that as well. Interesting. So I can't do it. That's fine then. I'll leave her there. Right. So, should we go do a quick run around the festival with Feyran so we get our daily stuff done? And then we'll see where we end. Because, again, I'll probably try and see if I can do something video-wise about the crafting thing. Hopefully. If I, you know, don't hate what comes out of it. Okay. Do I have a map to Winterhome? I do not. Why do I have a 101 tracery? And then I really need to just double down at this point and do my Slayer things. Like, I need to do Defense of Lorien. Like, that's just, I just don't, I just find it so boring. Like, doing it over and over again.
What do you need?
I just need to go to Gondor, finish off these, like, Far and Orient deeds and this final, like, treasure thing and just get it all done and over with. And then just get ready to move on to good old Mordor. Get one of my favorite horses as well.
Greetings.
Oh, I should probably get my VIP thing. Oh, not what I
Will you give me a
wanted.
moment of your time,
Boom.
friend?
Boom.
Hello, friend.
And
Could you help me with
boom.
something? Hello there.
Not what I wanted.
What do you
You
need?
are who I want. Boom, boom,
At
boom.
your service and your families.
Okay, I don't really have much for that one, but let's go try and do these.
I do not ask much
Moving them
of
off,
you.
the hardest quest, but also,
Stay and hear
also,
me out.
you know, the easiest. I still think it's silly that it's not like handled individually and instead handled like server wide. Because now, like, this person's doing that quest or whatever.
Greetings, friend.
How
I
can
mean,
I
I
be
can
of
mostly get
service?
them. I'm just missing 2 if I do this.
Hello there.
It's just weird to me after all these years that it's still not like put on a character by character note.
Will you give me a moment of your time,
Broken
friend?
snowman, some sticks. So we get that, we get our daily, we'll get our mission done as well, and then we just have to get to the point where we have enough for all the consumables, which shouldn't be too far away, quite honestly. And then
Will you let me speak
Oh,
my
not what I wanted.
Tell me what you need.
And then once we get all the consumables, I'm not necessarily done with the festival. It's just I don't have to like
Will you give me a moment of your
worry
time,
about it.
friend?
I don't have to be like, oh, I need to make sure I do it. Like, because I've already got the horses, and I've already got like, there aren't really cosmetics I care about on this festival that I already have. Come on. Behave. You're already done. Gonna be saying fingers crossed that Ted Eyes and Barrett Noel. Oh, is he there?
It's a sorry.
Aha, I think I might have gotten away with it. So I should do your quest.
Why are you
So then I
bothering
can
me?
complete that one, get my sack of presents with 3 Yule tokens in it, and then I can also get whatever this quest is called. I can't remember. I was gonna say bringer of good cheer, but no, charitable spirit.
Might I take
This
a
quest will
moment of your time?
will cost you, or whatever was there. Consume 5 festival tokens. How many Yule festival tokens do I have? 519 plus all the ones I'm gonna get from the actual questing. So I don't think that's gonna be all that much of an issue. And one more. It's funny though, like, you know, after all the crafting stuff, it's like people are saying, we're back to the age of 105 gear. So it's kind of fitting that this character is at 105, you know, with all these essences, because we're getting used to, gonna have to get used to it again. Though my opinion on the essences is what I said earlier, where at least it's nice that it's like you choose your primary, you choose your vitality, and then you choose then you have your choice. So it's not actually 5 really, it's more like 3, 2 or 3. I don't think it's as bad. It's still a lot though. Can I get away with? Wait, I didn't pick up the keg? Oh. Have I broken that quest? I don't know if I've broken that quest. I may have. That's interesting. Yeah, because I've got the watches here, right? I might have to cancel that quest and pick it up in like 5 minutes. Hopefully it's 5 minutes and it doesn't stop me from completing it, because that would be a bit of a pain.
Greetings, friend.
Come on. There we go.
How
I used to
can
have such
be
a
of
good
service?
rotation for this, and then actually I should check Barrett Noel and stuff. I had to get such a good, like, you know, rotation method, pathway, whatever you want to call it, for this whole thing, and now I just feel like I don't. It's all over the place. How many more do I have to do? So I need one more table office, I think. Which is alright. That's fine.
Oh, woe be me.
Oh, woe be me, indeed.
What can I do for you?
Right, you, and then I think it's literally just Barrett Knoll left to go. I don't know who it is that had that quest, though. Yeah, 3 minutes, 19 seconds. So I do have to wait a little bit. But that's not the end of the world. I think I can survive that slight issue. Unsightly spills. Nope. Grimy dish, though. I'm also curious on where I am in terms of missions. 16 out of 45. Okay, that's not too terrible. Alright, Noel. He's here. Have my token.
I'm sorry.
There you go. You can have my stuff for free. I don't need anything back from you. Okay, what else do I got? So I've got to do the
How can I be of service?
wood to pick up the items. That's fine. Build the snowman, which is fine because I've already got that. Still don't know what's up with that quest, but I will get it done. What else do I have though? Abominable snow beasts. I think that's it.
What can I do for you?
Cool. And just those 5 tokens is enough to make up the difference of what I've got. And then yeah, I need to because I don't think many people do the snowball fight. I just kind of want to sit down with Zia one evening and just fight him and just AFK it and then just win. Like win at least the hard ones like straight away and then worry about the easy ones later. I don't know how long it takes in between. I don't know if you can do it multiple times per day or whatever. Because I think with the festival, the theater one, you can do it multiple times. So I wouldn't see why you couldn't do it on the snowballs. Right. Can I just throw? Yes, I can. Perfect. And then, yeah, what else have I got? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus the one actually. Okay, that just makes sense, yeah. Plus mission to bring cheer and all that. At 1. Should all be fine. Why is this one not being aggroed? You're right in front of me. Thank you. I have no idea why it just would not aggro that one. I think the server is just not having the best of times right this second. One more bush. I gotta find myself some snow beasts. Nope, you're awake, so wait, are you gonna go sleep again for me? I think you have to be asleep. Yeah, you do. Alright. There we go, that's good. I hope they getting close enough to actually have that count. That would be a little bit awkward otherwise. Right. Fingers crossed it took us 3 minutes to do that. That way the other keg emergency quest is back to being available. Abominable snowman, snow beasts, whatever. Am I higher on my reward track now, though? Hey, we're on 85. That's nice. How much experience, like, are we getting? Not a massive amount. It's not also like, a super small amount either. I mean, it kind of is, but... Okay, tidying up. Stuffing the stuffed.
Hello there.
Unwitting firewood.
What can I do for you?
Keg emergency. That'll be our 10th, which completes that. Which then does this one, which does that one. I'm gonna have to like maybe watch the stream back and just see what happened with the keg. Either way, super easy. Bomb and Mara Sandy Downs. Let's have a little conversation. Sorted, and then what I'll do is we'll head to Rivendell and get Bilbo 7 going for a quick and easy finish. Right, and then I think what we'll do is this will be the final thing for the evening, just finishing this off. So that way I've at least done, I think, pretty much all I can for today, right? I've done my weeklies, or I've done my, like, done the Forester thing, done the dailies for Frostbluff, we've done some of the crafting stuff, had at least a little look-see at that, and hopefully tomorrow... I should have another, 30 tokens. And then that's, I think, 2 more items that we can pick up. So I think I'll pick up, like... Maybe I'll pick up one of the earrings and then the gloves. And then I can start crafting those. Because I do think those are going to be, like... the main thing at the minute. Until I can get luck stones, which is going to be, like, 5 days in. At which point I'll have enough to buy the items. And once I get, like, starting getting the high tiers, maybe I'll craft the items, but not equip them. Like, upgrade them in my inventory while I'm going. But, yeah, I think it's probably the way it's going to have to go. Because I don't see the point with the gear that I have of crafting it. And using it, at least in a minute. I don't know, maybe there's going to be a patch next week where they change some stuff. You never know. Oh, I forgot I had post-processing else still. The water looks terrible. It's not actually amazingly better, not gonna lie. It is better, just not as much as I'd hoped. Okay, let's pick up my tokens. What's that? 8 tokens? Nice. Still 150 items, yeah. Right, there's that, and then I just have to go back to Frostbluff to get myself to whatever. Is there a milestone in Frostbluff? There might be. I'll have a look at that. Maybe just have one randomly. Consistently bound to it.
Hello there.
Winter home bomb. And for our final thing, and we'll make sure we log off here so I remember to do it in the morning, is that 6 more Yule tokens. So we are on 566 and we were on 519 just before, so that's a pretty decent bump up on that. That's nice. Why do I have 2 of these? 2 hours, 13 days. That makes sense. And that is all good for us. So yeah, what I'll probably do at this point is I am gonna well, I've got a couple things I need to do, right? So I need to get Reneborn doing more prospectory things so he can get higher tiered on that. I also need to get him going higher tier on Scholar, because that will be interesting to start getting him on the Scholar Guild. And I wonder if there's like what the best 3 guild things to like combine together is on some characters. I wonder if like I could do Cook in theory. Like Cook, Scholar, maybe Taylor. Like I'd have to have other characters make the stuff for them. Like get the hides and get the... I mean, Scholar can do its own thing, but Farmer and Forester would be needed, which is fine. But then I could do like 3 per day on that character. But one thing I should definitely do is I should definitely make sure I get on the Taylor stuff. Like I can just do Taylor's Guild and start doing all this stuff. I should have the items. I don't see why I shouldn't be able to start making a little bit of progress. And I don't think I can get to Esladlan, but I can get to the Taylor's Guild itself, like the proper one, and start doing the Minas Ithil, you know, Taylor's Guild processing this stuff. That shouldn't take me a moment. So that should be fine. And I just have to do Gundabad, which I think I have enough for, and then maybe get the other things. But I should even be able to... Yeah, genuinely, that shouldn't be a problem, I don't think. Getting him up on that level. Plus, I can do missions to get the crafting things, potentially. That's an idea. Because I need 190,000 before I can then boost up to the next tier of the Minas Ithil things. And then I can at least have another daily. The only problem is getting him there, but I think I might be fine. Sort of, potentially. I have 39,000. I was able to get there with less morale on Kestor, so I think I might be alright. But yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there for tonight, though I expected a little bit more like work to be going on with the Taylor stuff, or the duelist, the guild stuff, but I think, you know, we're limited by the daily things. Obviously in like, what is it, I think 6 or 7 hours, whenever, it'll be like 3 o'clock, so I think 6 hours, I think, is our reset for it, so that'll be good to just like get straight onto that. Most likely it'll be in the morning more so than 3 o'clock in the morning, because I need to sleep. But it's an idea. And then, yeah, I'm going to start looking into getting like more crafted stuff. I was thinking about running around. I did try this. I was like going to run around and try and pick up a load of Umbar ore and stuff, but it's a little bit difficult. But, you know, because it makes you super low speed, and then people would attack me. It'd be difficult. But yeah, I'll have to work out what I'm doing with that, and hopefully it won't take us too long to start getting this upgraded gear. It's literally just a case, though, of we need to wait for our rep, and I don't have a load of rep accelerators just laying around, unfortunately. Otherwise, I'd be like getting the double rep every single day and just doing 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000 on every single character, and like getting there as soon as I can. But I think we'll just have to take it slow and steady, you know, once a day, get the rep we can. Maybe once in a while doing missions and getting the rep accelerators and maybe boosting up a character, but honestly, I don't think it's going to be that big a deal. At least right now. Like, as it stands, I don't think I'm like, in a massive rush, to be honest. But I guess we'll see. We'll see if people, like, I don't know, have an epiphany with how items can be used or something. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, it's definitely just the start of the crafting rework in general, I think. So it's just laying the groundwork for the minute. It's not gonna, this isn't the end. Like, I'm pretty sure. Like, this is just, yeah, very basic at the minute. Right, though, I'm gonna go. Thank you all for coming along. Hope you enjoyed the stream, and I shall see you guys all hopefully tomorrow. There is a small teeny bitty chance that I'm gonna have to work tomorrow night, but I think I'm not. So I should see you tomorrow. And I don't know what we'll do yet, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. Right here, I'm gonna go, as said. See you guys later. Bye-bye.